Yeah, but now like it don't got him to do nothing for him, so he just out here just all alone.
Hey man, I wish they as brothers I wish they could have kept that off the internet. But then again, everybody they put that content shit first. And
Yeah.
Smack, bro, you my boy, but you should have hit the camera or you should have, you know what I'm saying, intervened. You know what I'm saying? Being like you, the mutual dude in both parties. You know what I'm saying? I put that on Smack. You just sitting there being quiet. And you letting them like hit below the belt and say shit that they can't take back. You know what I'm saying?
But the fire smack content was the thing where Charleston White was like telling T-Rail, "Fuck your dead homies."
I was just thinking about. I was
fuck
just
your
thinking about
kids
that.
and all that shit, and Smack's just like, "Yeah, get him, Mark." I've never seen nothing like that.
And to Smack, it hit Smack in the face. He wasn't expecting him to say "fuck Slim 400," because I'm close to Slim and Smack is too.
Yeah.
So he didn't expect that. Now he said somebody that's dear to you, and now you looking dumb.
Right. You can diss the kids, but don't diss Slim.
Nah,
Crazy.
I don't disrespect kids though.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I don't know why. To me, that's like a huge sign of weakness. Like if you get in an argument with somebody and the first thing that comes to your mind is to diss their kids, is just to me that's like, oh, you don't really got the verbal ability like to do battle. Because I never would even think of doing that to T-Row. Because I could pick him apart with words and I can break down his character. I'm Kendrick, basically. Feel like a retarded ass crippled Drake. But like I could pick him apart with words. I don't gotta talk about your kids. Like your kids are great. The kids been to the parties at my house and shit. They're awesome. You know, it sucks that they gotta grow up with some fucking bogus ass parents. But
Does it hurt you more? And I don't know if hurt is the best word, but I know sometimes you no longer friends with somebody, you outgrow a situation. Is it like because you guys were, he's been around your family, obviously, or like family parties, the kids been around? Does it like kind of like upset you a little bit or hurt you? Like, damn, that's
Probably only AD.
But AD and the T-Rail thing hurt a little bit, but it was just because like, like they really like swore up and down that they were like my friends, like, and they, like even if we aren't working together, even if we go our separate ways business wise, we always gonna have love for you and be thankful for how you changed our lives and all that shit. And then as soon as they got an opportunity, they fucking painted these crazy narratives about me and stuff. So that's why like there's almost nobody that I really probably have like a lifelong grudge against, but I would probably put them in that category just because I feel like I never had anybody do some host shit to me like that. And they both act like they're like real ones or like they're like really good friends.
Hey, but see, AD never really wanted to go hard on you or nothing like that. I could tell,
But AD does the shit where he plays the victim like hard in every situation, and he just like he didn't like hate on me super directly, but he painted this narrative that I had like really screwed him over and undervalued him and treated him poorly, even though he's not capable of actually naming any ways in which I treated him poorly. So to me, like with him, even though he never really like talked shit the way that some other people did, I still kind of just have that grievance against him for trying to make me look a certain way when realistically No Jumper took AD's career from the grave and resurrected it, which was not something
I don't think he denied that though.
Yeah, but he likes to lie and act like his music career was like still kind of going in 2020 when in reality everybody knows that like his shit had been ice cold for years and years and years, and then we kind of brought him back from the dead, and then he repaid me by totally just doing some Judas shit,
Hey, I know this sound bad coming from men, especially gang members. I think his feelings was kind of hurt because if I got it right, he found out some shit behind the scenes, and it should have really came from you instead of off of Reddit or Lush, exposing it to Reddit or however it went.
Yeah, it was a little bit of that.
I think his feelings was hurt. You know what I'm saying? He said he was getting ready for your wedding, and you know what I'm saying, getting suits and all that little shit. So I think the homie ain't soft because I'm cool with AD, but like. We don't want to hear my feelings was hurt, but I think his feelings was gonna hurt though.
But it's normal. I mean, y'all, men have feelings. It's okay.
But the thing is that
okay.
His feelings weren't actually hurt. It was just like a useful thing for him to say on the way out to make it look like he was the victim. Because that's one thing that he's like really, really good at. He's not really that good at podcasting, but he's really good at playing the victim.
Oh, so what if they came out with some shit called Survivor No Jumper? You gonna have?
They've been doing it for like the last year. People got sick of it.
I'm talking about the official thing.
Oh, I know.
Then everybody that left.
But I feel like no Jumper is not like what has No Jumper done to anyone besides like help them glow up their career and like I can't think of anybody that has like an actual complaint besides House Phone getting exposed for the whooping the.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel like you was wrong for that?
It was careless of me for sure to like I probably should have just scrapped it in general.
Mm-hmm.
I told the editor to edit everything out. I probably should have done like a full review of it to make sure that it was edited properly, because that's really where it went wrong, is just that we decided to put the thing out anyway and then not like he edited it, but he didn't edit it good enough to like totally make it so you couldn't tell who he was talking about, you know?
Who was his girlfriend at the time? That's a part of the community. What's her
What was
name?
her name? Illa?
She down as a muff. She was, because I don't know if I would have got caught with them same allegations, would my girlfriend, baby mama, still be rocking with me, like, and she was standing on business and trying to go hard on you about outing them. You know
I think that was a big part of why he ended up leaving No Jumper, was because like it was one thing for him to be dealing with people talking shit, and it was another thing to have his girl like putting pressure on him, basically like, how could you fuck with Adam still when this shit happened, you know?
Illa. She's still over there with community?
I actually don't know.
Is she cute?
She alright. She look alright. I never seen her in real
I
life.
wonder is they still together?
I don't think so.
Nah.
But maybe, I don't know.
No, I know. I liked it that how she was standing on business for her dude though. You know what I'm saying? That shit stood out to me. I'm like, okay, check her out.
Oh,
Like
yeah. She had a rant at one point. She had a whole little wrestler rant. I remember that.
I mean, being an observer, like, it's easy for people to point the finger and do all that. But if I'm going to be completely 100% honest, I feel like you have helped a lot of people and give them the opportunity, whether they're just coming up there for an interview or giving them the mic to have their podcast on your show. So to be fair, I would think that I don't see no type of like surviving No Jumper type thing happening. Just being an observer, like, just to be 100% honest and not just.
Did you see when Gina was saying?
I was about to
she
just say that.
shaking?
I was about to give you an example. Gina
like, I
said
was shaking.
every day she went to work up there, she was uncomfortable.
I've never seen that.
Oh, that was the funniest shit.
I never seen nothing bad about Gina
That
either.
was so funny.
No, it wasn't nothing bad about her.
It
Was her. She was talking about her experience at No Jumper and how she didn't feel safe when she was at work.
I'm gonna say this, okay? Sometimes it could have been because she's in the environment she's around, right? Like, you're doing all these men and hearing all these crazy stories. Eventually, as a woman, if you're gonna be like, ah, shit, like this is getting crazy. Maybe just hearing, you hearing different stuff. I
Is
hear
she a crip or something?
Hey, hold on. Put it like this. Hold on. I'm gonna keep in mind. Keep in mind. She's a girl. But I know the community she grew up in. She's not a crip.
Right, but she's
know what I'm saying?
She's from around.
She brought them dudes up there, Tune 5 and Uzi, right?
Right.
I know Tune 5 and Uzi, those my ops, and them little dudes, they get busy.
Right. If you ever hung out around Tunchi 5 willingly, you are not allowed to say that No Jumper as an environment scared you. Because that's an intimidating
maybe it was
individual.
like a mental health type thing, like
Shout out
giving
Tune 5.
anxiety,
That's
like
Tune 5, that's my
type
son.
anxiety type.
This is a
Maybe.
hip-hop podcast. There ain't no mental health.
No. That's the problem. That is the problem. They need to address that because
Nah, for real though, I fuck with her. Like, actually, like when I think back to the interview I did with her and shit, I got a ton of respect for her. So it's like it did like kind of hurt me when I saw her like saying that shit, because she's just doing the same thing with AD. She's doing her little victim act because she knows it's the only way she can get people to pay attention to her. But I respect her and I got love for her. And one day she gonna be like, Adam, I know I talked all this shit about you for no reason, but you really helped me a lot in my life. Like if she can't do something with the No Jumper cosign that she got, where we had her on that platform day in, day out for years.
Hope Fashions is rocking though. Hope Fashions is hard.
For sure, I'm sure it is. But
And I want to go on there. I don't think she want me on there.
yeah,
Yeah, it's all good though. I like
she
you.
a
I like
Draco
Gina.
agent.
No, not. I think it's her community she grew up in. That's all. But I don't hold it against her. I like her content, and you know what I'm saying. I like it.
I thought it was dope to see a woman on there, like, and the way she carried and conducted herself. So that was pretty dope. So I think I've kind of heard a little bit, but not.
To this day, we still haven't really unlocked finding a female co-host that the audience like 100% loves. Like we actually have some potential, like Zan Princess or Tico Texas. I feel like the people fuck with them, but it's like for our audience, in comparison, like we found AD or T-Rail or Sharp, or like we've had a lot of people who kind of like started podcasts on No Jumper and got popping. Flacco, Almighty, all these different people over the years, Brick. But for us to find like a woman that the audience really 100% fuck with, and one who's not like honestly, our audience fuck with Selena Powell, but that's different, right? Like that's
different.
that's like a different thing, Like I feel like for our audience to fuck with a girl long term, it can't be because of some messy shit or some slutty shit.
I was gonna say you have to be a female that's not like.
Yeah.
You cannot be trying to jump
That
on a
shit
dick
always
instantly.
runs out after
You
a while,
cannot
yeah.
do that. You got to be strictly business only. Like
I'm gonna tell you the plus about Gina. Gina got a gang of hip hop interleg, and it's a hip hop based platform, right?
I make rap. That's her slogan.
No. She put together ciphers. She
Yep.
know the rappers is up and coming. She know like she and then she give you homegirl vibes, you know what I'm saying? So if she is the only girl around the dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? So it did kind of like when she said she felt unsafe, I'm like, shit, man, I know the Crips you be around. Like,
That's why, like,
you
that's
sure?
why I don't think anybody really took that too serious. I mean, normally an accusation like that would make some noise. But I don't think anybody took it serious, right?
I don't even know her personally at all. I just only know, and I respect what she's doing. I just think that maybe it was like, you know, stressing out or like, I don't know, like maybe just.
Hey, look, my sis on her mental health tip.
Yeah.
She, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you and Charlamagne need to talk. Like,
I read Charlamagne's books. You know I'm an avid reader, so I read Charlamagne's
Which
books.
one? I read one of them too.
The first one that came out, Shook One. Is it called Shook Ones?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. It's been years since that book dropped.
The one I read had like black in the title.
And he
Something
was
about
like
race
this.
in the title. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah. I forget what the name was.
I aspire to be on Breakfast Club one day as a guest, right? But Charlamagne, you cause a lot of mental strain on people, bro.
Black privilege, and I think there's
There
another
you
one
go.
called Shook Ones though. After that, if I'm not mistaken, I think so.
But you're talking about the old Charlamagne.
Yeah, but he woke now.
Yeah, he's different
but
now, yeah.
Come on, bro, you made Lil Mama cry.
But that's the old. You got to see the new Charlamagne. He's definitely changed. He's
He
much more
realized
respectful.
at a certain point that he kind of needed to fall back with the crazy shit. The world was changing all around him.
Okay, but hold on. Did he fall back because he was going to work and chased out the station, or he know he was hurting people? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was hurting feelings. Like,
But I think it also was the renewed interest in his case from back in the day with some girl and shit. Like, I feel like people don't really talk about it, but that changed the trajectory of what Charlamagne was doing and building, because he used to be like really on some shock jock shit. But it's kind of hard to be the shock jock when you also have people calling you this, that, and the other thing, you know?
so all this shock jock shit niggas doing, man, Wendy Williams pioneered that. Wendy Williams and you know, her understudy was Charlamagne. So then,
I look at like Howard Stern, but Wendy Williams for sure. She in that category as well.
Howard Stern was something else too.
you know how many rappers want to knock Wendy Williams out?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I never listened to her like that, honestly.
Nah.
But I would see some clips here and there.
Tasha K trying to steal a formula, huh?
Tasha K's a messy one. She got love for me though, so I'll fuck with her.
No, she messed with some mutual people. I don't know her, but shout out her.
You don't do a lot of interviews, huh, Adam? I haven't. Well, as far as like for you being interviewed, like personally.
Here and there, it's weird because it's like I want to do interviews usually just to show love or whatever. But then like also I kind of feel like at times it's like, well, if I like it's like me like going and doing an interview, like, all right, after my girl did the scene with Jason Love, I went and did like Bradley Martin's podcast and it got like 600K or some shit. But like that's like because I had something crazy to talk about that people were like, that was real viral at the time, you know? And it's like, sometimes I'm like I went to New York one time, I did like 10 podcasts in the course of like 3 days, like went on everybody's show. And then like, I was just like, that probably was like useless. Like I could have done one of those. Like at a certain point, you don't need to do like a million fucking podcasts. You just need to like, if you have something to really talk about, you should probably just do like one and put all the interest on that podcast. But then you want to do it to like just show love and like network with people that you talk to online and shit like that, you know?
So
Go ahead, Munchie.
No, do your thing.
I was gonna say because it seems like you've already got this stuff figured out. Like you kind of figured out how to like work the internet when it comes to the podcasting and interviews. And I've been like watching, and I can't say that I never not watched. Like I've watched and studied, and I'm like, nah, you can't even be mad. Like you've kind of figured this out for real. I think that
Thank you.
you can't be mad at it. But I mean, there's nothing to be mad at because I've seen a lot of like as of recently, like I know Vlad had got into it with the lady about the whole Kendrick and Drake thing, and I know they were coming at you a little bit. Like, what is your take on that? Like, what do you feel about that?
I mean, that specific case, it was basically like me and Vlad had the same experience during the Kendrick and Drake thing where I was kind of like trolling / like saying things I knew were inherently controversial. Like when he put out Euphoria, Kendrick, I said like, man, Kendrick just rapping. Like this shit ain't gonna do nothing to Drake, which I do think that was accurate. Like it was a whole lot of Kendrick rapping. It was a lot of him warning Drake, hey, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna do this. And it was him rapping his ass off. But like, we're in a battle. It's like, my point at that time was basically like, if you want to beat Drake in a battle, you're gonna have to fucking bring some shit to the table that really like materially affects how he's viewed by the public. And to me, having that opinion is not something that like is born of my whiteness at all. That's just like a pretty obvious hip hop opinion, I think. If anything, I almost didn't tweet that because I thought that it was so obvious, and I got like every fucking person
Hold on,
on
you
earth.
said, what about your whiteness?
Like me thinking that Euphoria was not like a great Drake diss. I just don't think that that's really like inherently like revolving around my whiteness. That's just that's my opinion as a hip hop fan. But the Vlad one was way worse because all Vlad said was like, this Kendrick song needs a better mix. He said that like this song was not like mastered correctly or some shit like that.
Dang,
and they went crazy on him. And I'm like, that is not even like it's not even that opinion doesn't even have anything to do with hip hop. That opinion is just, this song was produced poorly and they got on him, and the chick he just like, he made the mistake of responding to one chick and saying,
I think they heard it.
The lady from Princeton.
and telling her he was going to get her fired from her job.
Yeah, because she was a teacher.
But he made himself such an easy target right there because he was saying something that fills people's idea of a Karen. You know, black people hate the idea of a white person that's just going to call the cops on them for whatever and like exaggerate shit. Like a lot of black people have an experience where they've dealt with somebody who basically tried to pull that shit on them. And I think a lot of people like saw Vlad say that and they were like, bingo, this is exactly the kind of person we
Vlad
thought
is
you
a
were.
Jew and Drake is too, right?
True.
So they might got that type of connection.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think everybody thought in the beginning that Drake was
it felt
behind,
that way.
like-
It felt that way until that like the not,
not
like,
like
us.
us.
That
Not
changed
like-
everything.
that's what took the lead, because in the beginning he was losing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
And what the funny thing about all of it though is that almost everything that they said about each other ended up being fake.
nah, not everything.
Allegedly,
A lot of it.
they're saying
That 11-year-old
Kendrick is
daughter
still with
thing?
that girl. The 11-year-old daughter fake. Drake is not a pedophile.
But what about Dave Free having a baby with?
That's fake. Academics just admitted that that's fake.
Oh, so hold on.
Almost
So,
every big deal reveal thing in this ended up being fake. So it's kind of like I almost want to say like this is not really like a thing where Kendrick may have won, but in terms of like what was brought to the table is more or less like a draw. Like you both
I said
made some
that.
cool music, but like normally when shit gets brought to the table, if it's not true, that makes you look pretty bad. But they both are guilty of that.
hey, I just said it was a draw. Everybody go check out Bottom Line. I said it was a draw. They gave us an interesting 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
And I think it was way more interesting than Nas and Jay-Z back then.
Right.
Maybe because I was a kid, I couldn't really appreciate it. But it was way more interesting.
Yeah, no, that was incredible. Especially in like hip hop, we like are kind of used to saying that it's like been kind of boring the last couple of years. Like it's not as exciting as it maybe was at one point. But like when you talk about 2024, you're pretty much gonna have to be like, this was a year of some unbelievable beefs. The Quavo and Chris Brown thing.
Yeah, that was random. That came out of
A
nowhere.
bunch of shit like that,
Hey,
you know?
Chris Brown go get up on Quavo. You see him, he go whoop him out, bro.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. Hopefully he don't, but I'm a realist.
Nah. Yeah.
They said they called Chris Brown King Chris Brown Vaughn. They said I'm on whatever King Chris Brown Vaughn is on.
You definitely got that energy for sure.
Chris Brown, he just ain't a singing nigga, bro.
Yeah, I've
You
never
gotta
got.
think, bro. Somebody that's on stage performing for all them hours doing backflips and shit, he got a lot of stamina. He can beat your ass for an hour.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Niggas be
Me
sleeping
and
on
my girl
breezes.
were arguing about that the other day because she said that what Taylor Swift does every night is harder than what an NBA player does. In the sense of like, because Taylor Swift's shows are like 3 hours long and she's running around singing the whole time in high heels.
I was gonna say what kind
And
of
she kind of made me believe her. Like after we argued about it for a little bit, I was like, all right, you got a point.
I gotta see I gotta see what
That's
Taylor
what I'm
Swift
about to
does.
It is insane.
I gotta see what she does at her shows, and then I can answer accurately.
I mean, what NBA players do also to me is like the most impressive thing in the world because I just can't imagine doing cardio for like 2 hours straight like that. But she made a good point. She's like, they get swapped in and out. You know, it's not
halftime.
It's
Ref-
not
you-
as
Timeouts.
intense, you know, whereas she's the sole person out there for 3 hours. I was like, damn, yeah, you are right.
That is an interesting conversation. What made you guys talk about that? Like, that's very interesting.
It's true.
She's just always dick riding fucking Taylor Swift, talking about how great Taylor Swift
She's
is.
a Swiftie.
She's a hardcore Swiftie. It's so annoying.
I need to hear her songs.
I only know one good
She
Taylor
is-
Swift
Her
song.
music is amazing.
So she got upbeat music to where she got to cover
She got
the whole
a lot of
stage.
like real pop type shit and a lot of like kind of slower shit. Yeah.
I only like that song by her called Trouble.
Yeah. What about
That's
Shake
old.
It Off? Shake It
I mean,
Off.
you hear that at the stores though, so it's like you can't even escape that. Like, if you're gonna go find something, I like to find music that's not like when I'm walking the grocery store.
She
I'm
got
here.
a lot of songs on the new album that has a lot of swearing in it. and my kid sings along to it. So like I'm hearing my kids sing like I don't give a shit, and my kid doesn't know what it means. So that's kind of a new thing for me.
I know this much. These R&B niggas is way tougher than these rappers these days. I'll put up 3 R&B singers against 3 rappers squabbling any day.
Right.
Like, for real.
You want a narrative? My boy Swamp Stories is calling me out on his Instagram story today saying that, because I was basically like acting surprised on a podcast when somebody was saying that the murder rate was like blank in up north or in, you know, Georgia or in Atlanta or whatever. He's basically like, Swamp Story is trying to push the narrative that LA is soft these days, that nobody gets killed in LA anymore. And I'm not really like, I don't fucking pay attention to the murder rate. I don't know. But he was like getting on me for saying like, for basically like not acknowledging that on the podcast.
Swamp Story, he cover a lot of stuff and it should be incorrect.
Yeah.
He say a lot of stuff that's like.
I've heard you. That's what I was. You said that, right? That his stuff is accurate. Inaccurate. He doesn't show his face either, right?
Nobody knows what he looks like.
No one knows he does. And we no one knows he is.
Look, the people that got the real numbers is people like Alex. Alex, he a number guy.